Looks like we made it here in one...
This is perfect!
Guys checked your equipment lately?
You guys want to rest here?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danons. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole pot. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed—
You guys trying to go after her?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the...
Whoa there! You been out on... You need a sea dog like me.
We're losing time.
Now that's more like it. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danons on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danons on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did. As
It's reassuring to hear you feel this.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just...
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid...
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to...
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city? He didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his...
What I have come to understand is that I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay...
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have to say.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate...
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfont tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were—
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Xion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me—
Do you think Law—
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. But it's not just her. I think I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the— And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Xion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria.
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you— Just think it over carefully for me, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand—
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. I wonder how it feels.
Me much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to... Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no close. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask... Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from...
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out? Now that she's a bit...
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords do.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last.
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can...
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. Is it the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the...
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid...
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Courteous, huh?
Glacial spear.
I'm going in!
Bring him down! A debut performance.
Fire
support! Double demon fang!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Double demon fang!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Right, here goes! I see one, eh? Double demon fang!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose?
Double demon fang! Thanks! Double demon support! It's over!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! My shield support!
Mission. Do it. I'll be saving this one.
This should make...
Got it. That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Coming through!
For my lord! Double demon fang!
Release the deity!
Not today!
Take it!
Double demon fang!
Fire support!
Take down their defenses! Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
Ready and rich!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! My turn!
Seismic rupture! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Double demon fang! We're not
You
finished!
think that shield will save you?
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Double demon fang!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Seems about right to me.
see what you got.
Now you'll learn!
Eat this!
Do it! Frozen!
Hammer! Lightning! Can you take it? Take this! The tempest engulfs you!
Do it!
Rotating Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Little help!
You've got spirit!
Elusive deity!
Lightning This one's mine!
I'm ready!
Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Elusive deity! Rotating Tornado drive!
Now!
More! Hey! Blow them away!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Go no further!
Demon Fang!
Stop You'll pay for what you did!
Got you now!
Thunderblade! Annihilation! Piercing flame of fury!
Ignite!
You will
make a fool of me!
Go hands in the wind! Freeze Lancer! Sleep now! I'll be
Elusive
leading this
deity!
way!
Rotating
More
Resonate with the earth!
Demon Fang!
Heal Force! One last
Resonate
one.
with the earth! Stalagmite!
Do as I say!
Primed and ready! Champion play! Reload! I'm out back into
Seismic rough
Cross back, will ya?
Champion play! Burning!
Resonate with the earth!
Spear!
Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth!
More
Stalagmite!
for the stockpile! Champion play!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
That's no ordinary enemy.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Healing circle, not on my watch.
Double Demon Fang! Burn in hell!
It's a duel of the arts.
Double Demon Fang!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Photon blast. Lightning descent.
Got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Elusive deity!
Raging
Double
blast.
Demon Fang!
Close flight.
I'll
Here I
thank
go.
you.
One more. Mega ray.
Elusive deity!
Dance in the wind. Mega ray.
Double Demon Fang!
More for the stop.
I need to be stronger.
Let's see what you've got.
Now you'll learn!
Will this help? Lightning orb!
Demon
Don't give up, do they?
You've got fury!
Demon Fang!
Double Demon Fang!
Chinese Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Just what the doctor ordered!
Benediction light. I'm grateful.
Champion Swirl!
No arts are being interrupted.
Double Demon Fang!
Graviton Field!
Elusive deity.
Searing Champion
Ha! You picked the wrong fight! Double Demon Fang!
Healing Circle!
Blind you with the
Thunder Field!
Earning your death.
You're mine! No escape!
Lightning Descent! Radiant Field!
Double Demon Fang!
Radiant look here!
Can you take it?
Glacial Spear! Piercing
Benediction light. A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Double Demon Fang!
Rage. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Resuscitation! Back into the forest! Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang!
Thunder Field!
Begin.
Light dance in the wind! I'll heal you now!
Elusive deity.
Healing Circle!
This one's all mine!
Raging Cascade!
Ignite!
Searing Slash!
Double Demon Fang!
Take this.
I'll heal you!
I'll blind you with a dust.
Air thrust!
Used too much.
I owe you one.
Earning your death.
Will this
I
help?
can carve through armor. Resonate with the earth.
Double Demon
I'm ready.
Fang!
Raging Storm! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
That equipment should come in handy.
Right, here goes!
Light. I've used too much.
Demon Fang!
Let us taste of the fray.
Chinese Supernova! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! These ones can run rings around us! Air thrust!
Next!
Lightning! Downfall!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Pierce
Yeah, and the pummeling to me. Take it.
It's on!
More for the stockpile! Radiant Pierce!
Double Demon
I'm out of
Fang!
ammo!
I'm ready.
to go! I'm all stocked up! Chinese
Stalagmite.
Searing Flame! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
Elusive deity.
If you want me to keep healing you, I'm gonna need to rest up.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You guys checked your equipment? Lately?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
There are still so many good food is the... this ice cream tastes so good.
I swear, you're always having ice cream, even when it's freezing cold out.
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying that's a lot of ice cream. Don't you ever, throw up or anything?
Did you really just say that? Try thinking before you talk.
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm saying is I'm just a little worried about you, okay?
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
You say that, but you know what's gonna happen if you keep eating ice cream all the time.
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
You sense one of your pals? Hoodle?
Stay sharp. We're going in.
Discourteous son.
Bring them down!
Dance in the wind! Here! Thrust! Like after
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Engaging!
Can
Can you take it?
Locked and loaded!
Dance on the wind!
Wind astral energy!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip you up.
Steering fluid! Reload! More for the stop!
A comfortable win.
Out of our way!
Demon Fang! Oh my lord! Double Demon Fang! Locked up!
Magna Ray! Light astral
That
energy!
won't be the
Dance in
thorn
the
in our
wind!
side.
I see one, eh?
Hear me! Flame more fury!
Thank you. This armor's too strong.
Be like it!
I'll be saving you into the shadows!
Double Demon Fang!
Raging storm! Annihilation!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. It's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Let's see what you've
Double
got.
Demon Fang!
Birthday!
Double Demon Fang!
Tempest Whirl! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Strong light! Searing flame! Reload!
Elusive deity!
Lightning orb! Downfall!
Double Demon Fang!
Leave the ensnaring to
Demon
me.
Fang!
Yeah! And public to me!
Double Demon Fang!
Raging storm! Radiant
Elusive
Supernova!
deity!
I'm out! Lightning
pile
to
driver.
death! I'm on the way! Mega Ray!
Elusive deity!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning
Double
Ray
Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind! Feel! Lightning! Downfall! More for the stockpile!
Don't get careless.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Little help!
Double Demon Fang! Oh my lord!
Energy! Confiscated! Radiant
Double
here!
Demon Fang!
You'll have no mercy! Lightning attack! Thunderblast!
You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Strong.
All yours! Double
Birthday!
Demon Fang! We're not finished!
Here!
Elusive deity! Hitting pile driver! Reload! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Here's a healing arc!
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that!
Hitting pile driver!
Double Demon
Now!
Deity!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Glacial
Resonate
Spear.
with the
Here's
earth!
the evil.
No odds of being interrupted. Another incantation ruin. Can you take it?
Here,
Take
let me
this!
help. Raging Storm!
coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Psychic!
Double Demon Fang!
Mega Ray!
On your
Dance in the wind!
Double Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear! Here's energy!
Elusive
Lightning
deity!
Resistance!
Hitting pile driver!
Say no more!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything